Hello everyone, and thank you for joining the group, and your response has been amazing. I'm super excited and looking forward to getting to know everyone. Tonight I am going to talk about different kinds of yarn, some other supplies and things I use to help me when I'm crocheting, and I call it my toy, but a new crochet hook that I received as a gift in the mail from a good friend, which I was super excited. So now, put my glasses on. I love yarn, and I probably buy too much of it, but I think I can never have enough. I don't really buy my yarn online because I find it kind of difficult. One, either depending on the store, when you buy online, lately it seems like nobody has any yarn in stock, or it's not available. So I go to Walmart, I go to Ocean State Job Lot. I like their yarn, and their yarn is cheaper than most of the stores. Like for instance, like this yarn. This is 100 yards, 100% acrylic. It's super bulky, and it requires a 6mm hook, and it's only $1.99, and it's soft. These are good for making hats and scarves, blankets. So that's one of my places I like to go to get my yarn. Like I like getting this kind of yarn. The multicolor yarns I usually get at Walmart because they sell them in this big ball. And this yarn is Premier Yarn, and it is 100% acrylic, and it's a 5 bulky yarn, and it comes in 328 yards, which is a good amount of yarn. When you're making your projects, whatever you're crocheting, it'll tell you, or depending on what you're using, but they'll let you know what kind of yarn they used, and you can always use that for a reference. And on the back of your labels, it always tells you what kind of yarn it is. Like this one is a size 5. It'll tell you, it tells you the hook size that is recommended for this type of yarn, and of course how much yarn is in, as they call it, one skein. This is one skein of yarn. And you'll also need, it's always good to have a tape measure as you learn how to make different things, shirts or clothing. This comes in handy, so you know your measurements for how long you want it, or you know, your waist, or just whatever you're gonna, you know, make as far as clothing wise. This comes in handy. You will need stitch markers. These are cheap. You can get them in Walmart. Ocean State Job Lot sells the yarn. They sell knitting needles, but they really don't sell like little supplies like these. Usually I get mine from like Walmart. But these are stitch markers. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are circled. These happen to just to be clothespin sized. They come like this, and then you just open them. These are used for when you're crocheting. you put them through the stitch like this. See how I did it? Just to say where you started. Because sometimes when you're crocheting in the round, which I mean a circle, it gets tricky, especially if you're using darker colored yarn and you can't see where you started, because where you started when you're crocheting is going to be, of course, where you ended. So when you're doing that in the round, it could get a little tricky. And sometimes when you're making other things, depending on the pattern, what it is, they might require you to use multiple stitch markers. So they do come in handy. A good pair of scissors is always good to keep handy as well. Darning needles also will come in handy. And where did I put them? Mine say repair needles. I use these for darning needles. They're needles with a hole on them, and when you're making projects, like this sweater I'm making for my granddaughter, you take the yarn and you thread it up and you literally sew in, as they call it, a tail. That's so you can hide it and also better secure it. And then, of course, once you do that, you cut off whatever loose, thread that you don't need. I received this in the mail. This is on Facebook, and I received it as a gift from a good friend, and it's pretty cool. It was better than I expected it to be. It is a light up crochet hook. I was super excited. I love this thing. Sometimes I like to crochet at night while I'm in bed and I don't want to wake my husband, so this comes in handy. It's pretty cool. It has 2 light settings. I guess one not so bright and then bright. And it also comes with a USB charger, so you can keep it charged. And it comes with this little kit, and then it comes with all the main crochet hook sizes. Basically, you screw off the little top, and you get out the size you need, and you screw it in just like that. And it works. It's pretty sturdy. It stays. I didn't think that they were gonna stay in, but they do. It holds. It stays in. See, look, I'm pulling on it. It's not coming out. Love this thing. Really neat thing to have. It's a good thing to take with you if you're traveling and you don't want to lug all your stuff, when you're crocheting. So thank you very much for this. With that being said, I would love to hear everybody's feedback about the group. I would like to know what everybody thinks of the group. I want to do live, but it's been kind of hard because I don't really know what everybody's schedule is like. And I want to do it where we can all chit chat and get to know each other better, and in this way, if anybody has questions, I can answer them to the best of my ability, because as I've said before, I'm not a professional crocheter. I've just been doing it for a long time and I enjoy doing it. If you have any suggestions on things that you want to learn to make, let me know. I will respond. I'm just excited and looking forward to getting to know everyone and making this group grow. And I appreciate you all for the response. And I hope to do a video soon a live video. And like I said, let me know. Reach out. Let me know what's a good time for everyone to do live video, so that we can all, or it's not, we don't have to just, we can crochet, but we can also talk, get to know each other. This is not the perfect group. It's just for everybody to learn and enjoy it and have fun together. Again, thank you everyone. Have a good night. Hope to see everyone soon.